Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me this evening. Wherever you are, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening, I hope all is well in your world. Today, I was lucky to be a New Yorker. Well, I'm lucky to be a New Yorker every day. However, today was an extremely special day. The Pope came to our state in New York City area, but came to our state and spread his, I don't know what to call it. It's something I haven't seen, haven't felt in a very long time. And you're not looking at a practicing Catholic. I don't mind sharing that with you. I call myself an openist. I was raised Catholic, but I'm open to any church, anything with a good intention and a good message for my fellow human beings and myself. But this Pope, I felt next door to him, and I'm 70 miles away. And I watched as he spoke with people. I watched the Mass yesterday. I watched the whole coverage as much as I could. And the people right now, as we speak, or as I speak anyway, are in Central Park just absolutely going crazy. They're crowds that have been there since yesterday waiting for him to come. And this is a pope. Now, while they always get an incredible response, Pope John Paul was an amazing pope as well, Pope John Paul II. In my lifetime, I remember him even when I was a little girl. And I guess the word I was looking for was the kindness and the energy that they give off is something short of a miracle, truly. And I watched him go through crowds and crowds of people. And I watched him meet politicians, and I watched his bodyguards and be looking very frustrated because he would reach out and do something or go into a part of the crowd that wasn't scripted, so to speak, to have him protected. And then I watched him when he went to see children in a part of Harlem that's very, very poor. And the Pope himself grew up in poverty and suffered the pains of what poverty can bring. And I watched him with these children, and the beauty and the energy and the hope and the feeling that he gives out to everyone, I didn't think it could get any more or any more magnified than what I had already seen. But it did. He was with these children like they were not his own children, like they were his. When I say equal, I use that word for want of a better word in the dictionary. He just was so comfortable in their presence, and very much into just being another person than the Pope with them. And he was in his glory, and it just, could sit cross-legged on the floor and play with them. I don't know if he did that, but that's what you saw, what you felt, what you when he just lit up, and he lit up with those children the way he lights us up. And it was so good to see, because I thought, this man is doing so much and trying to create so much peace and unity and tolerance for one another, that for something to for him to get something back in the same way. I mean, it looked like the effect that he has on others. These children gave him that effect. It was so beautiful to see, and so deserving, and I was so glad that he could experience that, if that was what he was experiencing, and I think that it was. Another very, very moving part of the day was when he went to the visited with the families of Ground Zero, and the mass, or service I should say, that was held at Ground Zero. There was one at St. Patrick's Cathedral that was beautiful yesterday, and then today at Ground Zero, the Ground Zero site. And I watched him hug representatives from all over the world, of all different religions, of all different backgrounds, and I thought, here is a man that is hugging the representatives of people that in our minds sometimes we all group together as, quote, bad. Oh, they're, from the Middle East, or they're Muslim, or they're Catholic, or they're Protestant, or they're Jewish, so they're bad. Let's try, if we can't emulate Christ, regardless of what religion you are. I use that word, I used Christ as an example because of the Pope being Catholic, out of respect for him. But regardless of whatever religion you are, let's, if you can't be Christ-like, or if that's just not something you're comfortable with, which I absolutely understand. I'm not, because I don't practice the Catholic religion. But I'm going to try more to be Pope-like, because I know he stands, he's a member and the head of the Catholic Church, but he embraces everything and everyone and every idea. It doesn't matter. He says, who am I to judge what is right and what is wrong and what should be accepted from people who are gay, from people who are of other faiths. I bring these people and different people up because in the past those are people that have been people of other religions, people who are gay. It's a long list of what the Pope would say is not holy, or not to be accepted. But this Pope is doing different things and making history doing it. So, and I've never seen such tolerance and acceptance from any human being, quite frankly. I don't care what their religion is. So when you find yourself out in your day, if you are Muslim, if you are Catholic, if you are Jewish, maybe try to be a little more Pope-like and find that in your heart for your fellow human being who may be different than you. So thank you for joining me. I hope you had a fantastic day, and wherever you are, all is well in your world. Take good care, and I'll see you really soon. Bye-bye.